how this works. Might step out. That was a really nice flake. Fairly narrow termination or bulb, which is interesting. Alright, now I got another one right here that I'm going to try for. Try and get this in the frame here. It's kind of awkward. My camera setup here is pretty challenging. Alright, just the leather. Like I said, this is literally the first time I've done the shaft punch. Ooh, that didn't go very far, but didn't hurt us. What I'm trying to do here is just establish some more convexity on the face I just punched, and then try and flatten this out a little bit before I flute it. Now I'm trying to leave some body on this piece, and partly that has to do with the fact that I'll probably thrash it if I try and go too thin, and two, I don't know, because that's what all the authentic pieces I've seen, they all have body, and that probably has to do with because they were using them. And most modern nappers that are making paper thin stuff aren't hafting them and using them. And my job is actually I professionally teach as a survival and primitive skills instructor, so I'm getting really into using these things. Okay, that one feathered out real crazy because it wasn't following a ridge per se in the way I was supporting it, but it did take quite a bit off of there, and I'm almost at the thickness that I'd like. I'm probably going to make this, bring it in for sure, because it's way too wide for Clovis right now, or pretty wide for the length. And let's see, where are we at? 5 minutes. Okay. Figured out to upload these videos, I have to end them at like 8 or 9 minutes. Otherwise, something happens with my phone and it just doesn't work. So I have to upload them and then wait and then delete the video before I take more video, because I have so many pictures of my arrowheads that it takes up all my space. So I'm kind of just bringing it in here, trimming it up, trying to take some very short little flicks on the opposite face to establish a little bit more of an edge. Might even have to do some pressure work at the end to get this thing to flute. Alright, I'm not going to strike for the fences here. I'm just going to give it a little tap. There we go. Nice flake there. So you can see these past 2 flakes we've taken. Now, there's already kind of a flake right there, so I might just take a hammerstone and just clean that up from that angle. Otherwise, we're pretty uniform on our thickness. So I think it's time to start doing a little edge work and preparing some of this convexity to flute. And here you just can see I have a little problem. I did some basal thinning early on and I haven't gone over that, so that's something I should address right now, because I'm not going to keep that on the finished piece. I'm going to put fresh flutes on here. Anytime I'm hitting on the end like this, it's always sketchy. Ooh, that went really deep. That went a little too deep, but it's all learning here, just trying to learn. But I'll probably do some pressure anyways because I just made this Ishi stick. I got the idea from Marty, along with the shaft punch, and a lot of the stuff I've been doing all comes from Marty. His page is Flint Napping Tips. Amazing napper and creative, and his videos are awesome. You should definitely go there. Anyways, I made this and I'm really excited about it. I just sacrificed one of my copper Ishi sticks because I'm not interested in using copper right now. So I'll probably end up doing some pressure work because I'm just excited about using that, and I made it while the video was uploading. Little flake, little blender. Oh. Oh. There we go. Alright, so we set up that little platform, took that little guy right there, and it looks like we're already at 8 minutes. Okay, gonna have to stop this here in a second to upload. There we go. Kind of dove, but I'm pretty happy with how this pattern is turning out. Now I'm just going to trim it up with the hammerstone. Probably lay off with the punch until I flute. And I'm using a Colombian black-tailed deer. I live out in California, so I don't have whitetail here. And if I want to get moose or whitetail, I have to pay for it. And paying for anything doesn't work out that well when you teach skills. So what I'm going to do here when I turn off the camera is I'm just going to trim this up. I'm going to get the preform looking, you know, the shape closer to what our end goal is here. And establish a really little bit of convexity. And then I'll turn the camera back on and we'll do the flutes and all that fun stuff.